Hey, welcome back. We're going to talk about traveling. And basically, you want to make sure you have enough money to go. There's a group of people, some backpackers that go overseas, and basically they're called begpackers. And basically, they just beg for money from one place to another, to another, to another. And so they're asking people to give them money so they can travel. These people are very, very disliked by the expat community, foreigners, and the local communities, because a lot of them are in poor countries like the Philippines. Thailand is somewhat poor but somewhat rich. I mean, it's one of those things where people don't really make a lot of money, but it doesn't look like a poor country at some places. But it winds up these people are begging just to be able to travel, have a budget. I mean, before I go anywhere, I already know the hotel I'm staying at, how much it's going to cost me there. I already know how much the plane ticket's costing me. I already know how much travel is going to cost me, like taxi or the bus. And I always have a spreadsheet that says this is what it should cost me. And then I give a 50% differential extra on that in case something else happens, which are unexpected costs. Now, if it's going to cost me $1,800 to go on a trip, I plan $2,700. But I come back and I only spend $1,800. I got $900 left over. I do not go overseas with $200-300 and expect to live a month. And this is the problem with some people and some backpackers. There's nothing with backpacking. I mean, there's nothing with backpacking. I actually had an argument with a guy, I believe he's from Spain, a few weeks ago, where I talked about people sleeping in a tent on a beach because they were too cheap to get a hotel room. And some people were backing me up, and this guy got really angry. But I explained to him, I said, it's not the backpacking problem. It's the backpackers who go overseas and travel and have no money to travel. If you say, I know I'm going to spend a month in Spain, and it's only going to cost me $30 a day. That's for the hotel room, walking around, a bus ticket to this place, this guest house, and it's going to cost me $30 or less a day with a 50% differential. I got $2,000. I'm fine. I can do it. But when you say I'm going to go for $800 and then you're crying about spending $5, there's a problem there. I met a lady in Siem Reap, which is Angkor Wat, who was telling me one morning that her bike was locked up, that she rented out, and could not get the lock or someone to unlock her bike. And so she didn't know what to do. She wanted to know if I could help her. I said, I can't help you, but if you want to take my taxi, tuk-tuk, the carriage with a motorcycle on it, if you want to take that, it's $5 for the entire day. And when I said that, she flipped out on me. She's like, $5? Do you know how much $5 is? If you're at that point in time where you're like that, it's time to go home. You do not need to be overseas if you're worried about spending $5. Now, $300, $400, $500 is a different story. But $5 is not there, because now you're going to wind up saying, should I eat or should I spend the $5? Should I take a taxi or should I walk the 2 miles? Now, walking 2 miles is probably not a problem because I do a lot of walking when I'm on vacation. But when you're at the point where you're refusing to pay and you want somebody to give you a free ride, not good. There was a group of backpackers, I think 4, maybe 5 people in Thailand a few months ago. And the video went viral in Thailand. And it showed a group of 4 backpackers on a highway trying to hitch a ride. And they were trying to hitch a ride about, I think it was 60 miles, 80 miles, or something like that. A taxi driver offered to give them a ride. And they said, we're not paying. We want to go for free. I mean, if you're trying to do that and you want to go for free, you do not need to be overseas. You need to come back to your country, save up, because now you're at the point where you're going to be homeless or you're going to get people so angry at you for being cheap that you're going to be very despised. So make a budget, know how much you need, how much your daily expenditures are, and make sure that you know how much transportation and how much you're going to do, and put a 50% differential on it, because you want to make sure that you do not run out of money while you're gone, and come home on time. You don't know how many times I've seen people sell the plane tickets, cash in their plane tickets, because they do not want to leave the party life. And next thing you know, they're out of cash. They do not have a plane ticket home. They need to beg. I seen one lady that spent all her money, and had to walk 10 miles or 15 miles to the airport because she did not save taxi money to get to the airport. And I think somebody found out about it, wanted to know why she was walking, and she finally got a free ride to the airport. But still, make a budget, stick to your budget, and know what you need in order so you don't become stranded or hurt. Because when you come stranded, it's not going to be good to you. All right, so that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to have these up tomorrow. All right, thank you.